This is Inside Indiana Business Radio on demand for Thursday, June 12th, 2025. I'm Gary Dick. Indianapolis-based Allison Transmission Holdings is planning to acquire the off-highway business unit of Ohio-based Dana in a deal valued at $2.7 billion. Allison says the acquisition will allow it to offer a wider range of commercial-duty powertrain and industrial products to more customers around the world. The business unit employs about 11,000 people in 25 countries. Allison did not specify if any jobs would be negatively affected by the deal. Indiana agencies have laid off dozens of state employees in response to recently enacted budget cuts, marking the first such reduction since Governor Mike Braun signed the state's new slimmed-down spending plan last month. The governor's office confirmed that agencies under both the education and commerce verticals announced staff reductions on Tuesday. The Indiana State Museum also let go several employees last week. Plymouth-based ChatRX will debut its AI-powered telemedicine platform to the public June 16th, offering $20 flat-fee text-based diagnosis and treatment for some 37 common infections without insurance or appointments. The company was founded by longtime rural physician Dr. Todd Stilson.
I realize how frustrating it is for patients and consumers alike to have to call their doctor's office when they have an illness they didn't expect, try and get in and be told, we can get you in 1 to 2 weeks. And as a patient, you're just like, well, I can't wait 1 to 2 weeks when I have strep throat or I've got a bad UTI or whatever it may be. And so then you end up having to go to the urgent care, the ER, find something else. And I just knew there needed to be a better way for consumers to get that.
From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio. Indiana's economy is on the move, and every region has a role to play. Join IBJ Media and Inside Indiana Business for the Innovate Indiana series, presented by Indiana University and Old National Bank. We're traveling to 10 regions across the state to spotlight business growth, workforce development, innovation, and Indiana's tech hubs. Don't miss this front row look at Indiana's future and the growth opportunities in your region. Find out when we'll be in your area at ibj.com/innovate. President Donald Trump's pick to lead the Federal Aviation Administration pledge to prioritize safety and upgrade the nation's outdated air traffic control system during a Wednesday hearing with the Senate Committee on Commerce, Science, and Transportation. Brian Bedford is the CEO of Carmel-based Republic Airways. He faced tough questions in the confirmation hearing. Much of the industry, including the major airlines and their trade groups, supports Bedford's nomination. Indianapolis-based hospital system Community Health Network says it is on track to meet its goal this year of saving $10 million in costs and streamlining care through increased use of artificial intelligence. Dr. Patrick McGill, the family medicine physician and chief transformation officer at Community, says the hospital system is now using AI to identify gaps in care, such as mining chart data to discover if a patient is overdue for an important preventative screening. A Pendleton company specializing in waste management services has announced new leadership. This week, Nutrition 101 tapped Rick Shipley as the company's new CEO. Nutrition 101 focuses on food waste and recycling and helps other companies figure out the best ways to deal with their food byproducts. Fort Wayne Mayor Sharon Tucker this week announced $380,000 in grants awarded to nearly 24 local nonprofits. The funding is being awarded to help low and moderate income residents with shelter, basic needs, employment skills, and youth development. The funding comes from Fort Wayne's Federal Community Development Block Grant and Emergency Solutions Grant allocations. This is Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.